So hey what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to another episode of the Moto GP 20 career mode, and this is the season finale of Moto2. If you take a look at the calendar, we just got 2 races left and then the end of the season, where we are ultimately, well, we're trying to get the championship in Moto2, that's the first aim, but then the next aim is to get into the Moto GP. And on that note, we have some contract offers which I need to revisit and make a decision for next season. So I've decided I'm definitely not going to Tech 3, and it's between Avintia, which is a Ducati and it's a GP19, last year's bike, or Aprilia. Here we go. And Aprilia is a factory team, of course, so we've got that, but it isn't a very good factory team. It's about the same performance as that Ducati there. So I'm not going Tech 3. I will either go Aprilia or Avintia. So in the end, I have decided that I will sign for... I'm going to sign for Aprilia, but there is a term in the contract which means we need to be there for 2 seasons. You can see in the bottom right, term of contract 2 seasons. The other 2 was just 1 season, but there is a termination clause of 250k. So if any team, top team, wants to sign us during the 2 seasons, then we'll have to terminate the contract. But we're going to be locked in at Aprilia for 2 seasons. I think that is a good choice for us in our career. We can build up a good, solid Aprilia team and then take our career forward from there. I mean, it was between Ducati at the Avintia racing team, but for me, we're going to be racing on Ducatis later on in our career mode, so I want to get a good variety of bikes. So we'll do 2 seasons at Aprilia. Well, in theory, 2 seasons at Aprilia, but we could terminate it early. Anyway, back to the championship at hand. We are 28 points off of Thomas Luthi. What can we do then? Can we get the championship? Of course, we've got Baldassarri to contend with as well. So let's head down. It's going to be a dry track, thank goodness for that. And we'll head into qualifying, where hopefully we can get on the front row for the race. Here we are then, coming to the end of our Q2 lap. And I've done it right at the beginning of the session. I've just decided to get the lap in. And we should be fairly near the front, if not on pole position. So let's come across the line now. What's the lap time going to be? 2:04.3. That's 2/10 quicker than we went in qualifying 1. So we're going to end off the session here. And hopefully, yes, pole position over Della Porta by 1.5 seconds. Luthi's there in 3rd and Baldassarri in 5th, our championship rivals. We need to get the win here today and pray that Luthi and Baldassarri don't get decent results. They need to be out of the top 5 really for us to have a realistic chance of catching up. So let's see then. Consumption check. I'm going to go for a medium front, hard rear. That should do us nicely. I'm going to put in some extra fuel, quite a bit of extra fuel because there's the long straights to deal with. And let's head down on track then. Pole position. This is a key race for us. Obviously, there is the glitch out at Valencia with the fuel, so we're going to have to put max fuel in and run power mode 0 pretty much to try and pray to get to the end of the race. So this is pretty much make or break for our championship. We're on pole position. Baldassarri is on the 2nd row. Luthi on the 3rd row. Let's just see what we can do. It'd be great if we had a teammate, because they could help us out in times like this. But let's see what we can do off of the line then. From pole position, we get a bit of a poor start, but then we start to pull away now. Second phase of our starts always go a little bit better. We've got 5 laps ahead of us here at the Sepang International Circuit. Chuck it into turn number 1. Hopefully no one's up our inside, which they're not, and we make it nice and clean into turn number 1. Get round turn number 1 into turn 2. Down the gears as the exhaust is spitting. Who's behind us? Luthi. This isn't good. Luthi needs to fall off the cliff a bit. I don't know whether to stay with Luthi and battle. Maybe try and force him into an error, or get back the pack up to get other riders involved. We'll see. I'm going to pull away for now. Power mode 2. And I'm going to whack it back down to power mode 1 now. So I'm going to settle into lap number 1. If I need to back off the pace to bunch up the pack, then I will. I don't know where Baldassarri is either at this point in time, but it would be good if it was Schrotter ahead out of those two, out of that team. But we're pulling away on lap number 1 anyway. We've got good pace. Look at the gap we've pulled. But it's going to be about what we can do at Valencia, but we need to win. So that's our first target. It'd be even better if Lutti struggles a bit, or even Baldassarri get us into second in the championship. But I would like to win if possible. I think, reflecting on this season, Finland is a track we need to get our act together at, and so is Brno. Those are 2 weak points probably stopping us from winning championships right now, so I need to practice the Finnish Grand Prix. I've only ever ridden it twice, one in Moto3 and then obviously the season of Moto2. So yeah, that is an area for improvement for me for the GP class. Also Brno, historically a track I struggle with on the GP games, but now I've got Finland as well. Get a bit wide on exit. I don't even know why that happened. That didn't need to happen. So ended lap number 1 then. We are 9/10 of a second clear of Lutti. Baldassarri is in 4th. I run it a bit deep into turn number 1. I feel like Lutti's going to have a bit of pace anyway. I think he's got hard in the front tyre, to be honest. But let's see then. I'm going to stay up front for a little bit if need be. I'm probably going to whack the power mode down just to see if Lutti will catch up to us. But I think we've got absolutely dominating pace here, which is fantastic. But I'm not liking the fact that Thomas Lutti is in, what? 2nd place. Right behind us. Baldassarri in 4th is alright, to be honest. Because Dalla Porta, I think, has gone backwards quite a bit after the start, so everyone's taken his position. 1.5 seconds to Lutti. I don't know what to do. I need to make a decision. Do I try and back the pack up? We then risk getting into damage and losing the race and stuff. But that's why I got in power mode 0 at the minute, just to see if he'll catch up to us a bit. But I don't even think he's going to be able to. We're a bit wide. That's not good. Exit at turn 13. Into 14 on the back straight. 1.5 seconds off. Thomas Lutti is. He's got, I think it's Dalla Porta with him there in P3. But we'll have to have a look. Braking into the final corner then. I mean, because we're going so cautious at the minute, we're pulling away still, but the front tyre isn't getting that worn, which is good. Lutti right there. What is the gap as we cross the line? 206 flat from us. 0.8 Marini, 205.8. Where's Marini? 5th place. Maybe Marini could start to help us out a bit. Our sort of rival over the past few episodes, who's dropped off the championship a bit. Maybe he could help us out. But we'll see. We're on lap number 3 now. Going to be approaching halfway through this race as we cross the halfway point very soon on this lap. Still 9/10 of a second off. I've got a lot of pace in the bag and a lot of fuel to use up. If they start catching up, it's Bastianini. Marini's now in 4th place. That's Baldassarri down another position. So I think the AI have upped their pace on this last lap. I'm not going to up mine. I'm going to let them come to me. I've got power mode 2 to escape if I need to. But I want this to be a tight race. I don't want everyone to stretch out. I don't want to bring Lutti up the grid with us. I need him to get stuck into battles, or else this championship is gone for us. So we've only got 2 laps left after this one. Lutti there, Bastianini there, so is Marini, and so is what's his face, Baldassarri in 5th place. Bit wide into 12, but not as bad as last lap. GoPro will be cheering us on. They'll want us to get the championship, of course. Lutti there, Bastianini, Marini. They're all powering out onto the straight now. Bit of a stoppy as we come into the brakes a bit hard. I need to look after the front tyre, of course, as well, because I don't want it to wear off and us lose pace at the end of the race. I don't think it will. We've got 2 laps left and it's not overheating or anything like that. 0.3 a second, Marini 2:05.6. So they're lapping almost a second quicker than us now on that lap. I am going so cautious. Right, Lutti's through. We'll just try him. Hang him out to dry on the outside. This is what we need, a bit of battling. Marini's going to be catching up to Lutti now. I'm going to up the power mode to power mode 1. I think Lutti's fired up for a bit of a battle. He knows he needs to win. I ran it deep into turn 4. Run an okay exit, actually. Run a bit wide now into turn 5. A wide entry. Pick up a later apex. Follow through at turn 5. Chuck it down into turn 6. On the power then. Absolutely no problem with traction here at Malaysia. Hard tyre working lovely for us. Half a second behind is Lutti still. Power mode 0. Let's see if we can draw him into a move up the inside. See if he'll go for it. Nope. Must be too far back at this point. Around turn 11. I've got so much pace in the bag. I'm not even pushing right now. Means we'll make it to the end nicely with a lot of tyre left on our bike. Into 14. Whoa! Lutti! What on earth happened then? He came flying up the inside. I took a wide entry. It wasn't even that wide of an entry. Turn it in. And what? What is he doing? Does he know he's in a championship race? And our lines collide. What on earth is he doing that for? So this is on board with Lutti. Let's see. Then he sees us out wide and he just shoves it up the inside. And oh, you have to be careful. It's there you go, replay the start, but it's a tricky one, that. I mean, drama at turn 14. A corner that is infamous for drama. So then there's all this battling going on behind it. It's allowed Baldassarri up into second place. And now I've really got to get a move on because everyone's up their pace. And let's see if I've got this pace in the bag to take the win. And oh no, we lose the lead temporarily as we run wide into turn number 1. Bastianini right there. Let's get him back. I should have the pace to do it. I've been so confident this race. We'll just get him back. We just ran too deep into turn 1 braking zone. Right then. Coming into turn 4. Yeah, we close right up. Let's get him back. A risky strategy from us. Here we go then on Bastianini, closing right up again. It's going to be a move into the next corner at turn 9, I think. Get a really good exit if we can. Pick up the slipstream now. We're going to break up the inside of Bastianini. He's looking at us. Pretty intense right now. Get a screenshot for the thumbnail while we're here. Back to the action and we're on the throttle again. So we need to pull away. Where's Baldassarri now? That's a question. He was right behind us. I think he's in 3rd place there. Yeah. Marini's lost out to Baldassarri. But I think this strategy might have paid off. A rash decision from Lutti to shove it up the inside. We pulled away from Bastianini through there. Bastianini's looking to pick up 2nd place. Baldassarri's looking to get at Bastianini if he can. He knows he's now in the championship hunt as well because of Lutti's mistake. I wonder where Thomas Lutti's going to finish. But it's all going to come down to the final race out in Valencia as we're going to cross that line to take the win. A very, very lucky result for us. Get the win, and Lutti makes a mistake. So then, Thomas Luthi, where are you? He is way out of the points. Where is he? Last place. Not classified, he didn't even get back on the bike. So the championship now lines up. Whoa! 3 points were off for Thomas Luthi. Baldassari's also 3 points off. So it's a three-way battle heading into Valencia. Oh man, we've got the glitch to contend with as well. This is going to be tough. We could clinch a Moto2 championship here. This is what we did on MotoGP 19. We managed to take the Moto2 championship. But, oh my god, what an episode this is going to be. What a finale. Stay tuned for Valencia then. Let's see what we can do then in the second half of this episode. I've got to find some pace at Valencia. So we're here in qualifying then. We're going to be gearing up for our attempt at pole position. If we can exit out the final corner nicely onto the straight. We're about 2 seconds in front in Q1. So Q2 I'm fairly confident we can aim for pole. But, I mean, I'm not worried about qualifying pace. I'm worried about race pace. I'm always quite weak compared to the AI here at Valencia. It happened on the last game, and it's happened in Season 1. Also, we've got the fuel glitch to contend with, where, yeah, it's just really high fuel consumption around here for some reason. So, I'm going to have to whack it into power mode 0 and overfuel the bike. And we're already 3/10 quicker than Luthi through that first sector. So, Sector 2, Sector 3 and 4 to go. Let's see what this qualifying lap time ends up being. So then, coming out the final corner, you see we're still maintaining fastest. It's probably about a second. It's 1.2 seconds quicker than Luthi. So, I will take that. So, Luthi, Baldassari, we have 3 points. Well, myself and Baldassari are 3 points off of Luthi in the championship. So if we win, we take the championship. So that has to be the aim. We have to win here. Valencia, get that consumption check on the go. It's going to be a medium front, and I'm taking no risks. Medium rear tyre. Maximum fuel level here. And it's going to be power mode 0 for most of the race, unfortunately, I think. Hopefully that doesn't affect us too badly. I mean, there aren't many straights here, so it all comes down to this. For the first time, actually, on this game, feeling pretty nervous. So what can we do then? We're out on the warm-up lap. And now to the grid. Our rivals are right there. So close. Listen to that Moto2. This is the last time that we're riding a Moto2 bike as well. Of course, we've signed for Aprilia for the next 2 seasons in the GP, so it doesn't really matter, but it would be nice to win the championship. So power mode 0 off of the line, braking into turn number 1. Now, I don't know if the glitch is limited to Moto3. I've assumed it's going to happen in Moto2. So I've massively overfueled the bike, gone to power mode, well, fuel mode 0. Oh, Baldassari's through. That's not good. Baldassari through. And I don't know who that was that we made contact with. It just went right into the side of us. But of course, Baldassari's in for a championship fight as well. So if he wins here, he will take the championship at the death. So we've got to get back past Baldassari if we can. I think we might be alright for fuel. I'm going to go power mode 1. Just to try and get back past Baldassari. Marini's behind. Right then. Probably going to be pretty quiet during this race. You know what? I think the fuel glitch might have been fixed. I'm not seeing any extreme fuel usage going on, but that does mean we've got a heavy bike. So we've got that to contend with. Closing in on Baldassari. That was good through that. Look at this rear tyre. We're going to go for it up the inside. We need to be aggressive if we want to be champion. Oh, that was a bit over-aggressive. Baldassari will not be happy with that. But we're going to come across the line. End lap number 1 in the lead still. Into turn number 1. Very heavy on the brakes, but just about avoid going wide. And Marini's through on Baldassari now. Where is Thomas Luthi? Oh no, ran deep into McDoon corner, but we get away with it. We can get a better exit. Oh, what is going on with the fuel gauge in the bottom right? Oh, I'm not sure how much fuel we got. The fuel mode is in a world of its own at the minute. It's recalculating, but I do not trust that figure, so I'm going to run Power Mode 0 where I can. And Power Mode 1 where I have to, but Baldassarri's back through. Marini, I don't know where Lutti is. Lutti has led this championship from start to finish, apart from here, where he's going to end up losing it to me or Baldassarri, really. And Marini's back through on Baldassarri. Baldassarri can't afford to get stuck in a battle. Lutti's back in 9th place. So, I mean, unless he gets a miracle. Was it Lutti that bashed off me on that first lap? I'm thinking back to Sector 1 where we were side by side with someone. It was either Schrotter or Lutti. And they just went flying into the side of us. Come on, into the final corner. I'm going to run Power Mode 1 down the straight. I think we've got enough fuel to do that. We'll see, but we lead now over Baldassarri, who's got into a bit of a battle on this lap and has lost ground to us, which is good. We set fast lap of the race, 35.2, but I expect everyone behind to go even faster because of they were battling. Yeah, Bezzecchi 35.1, so I need to find a bit more pace if I can. I might have loads of extra fuel, but I'm really not confident after what happened to us last season. So I'm going to run Power Mode 0 till a bit nearer the end. Marini's back through on Baldassarri. Marini's doing us a favour. A massive favour. He's battling with Baldassarri. This has gone a lot better than I expected in my head. I had images of us running out of fuel, of us just not having pace at all, but it seems in the Moto2 we have a bit of pace. I think Marini's quicker than us, and I need to win, really. I mean, if I get second, I don't know where Baldassarri needs to finish. I can't remember what the points gap is, but I need to just to get the win, just for peace of mind, really. But I'm a bit concerned about the pace of Marini now. And he's all over the back of us, so I'm going to have to go Power Mode 1 just to try and keep ahead of him. He's all over the back of us. And it's whether Baldassarri's going to close up with him. I'm trying to break up on the flat bit of the tyre rather than the edges, just to preserve that left-hand side of the front tyre. Power Mode 2 just rinses the fuel tank dry. Marini 35 flat. I don't know what our time was. It didn't look. Navarro 35 flat as well. So I think we're not the fastest man out on track. Definitely not. We've got a bit of work to do. Look at the rear stepping out on us there. The left hand side of the tyres are going to take a beating at this track. So we're going to have to watch out for that in the coming laps. We might run out of front tyre on the last lap. So it's not over yet. We've got bike management to do here, really. And I've got to watch out for fuel consumption too. We should be alright. I just don't trust the calculation gauge down there in the bottom right. It's like when you drive an old car and it says it's got no fuel and then it keeps going and you're like, what? Where's this fuel come from? Marini and Baldassarri battling again. Baldassarri back in front of Marini. Oh, didn't expect that. Look at the left-hand side of the tyres. I'm not looking forward to the last lap. We had to be aggressive with Baldassarri on lap 1-2. We had to. If we didn't, then we might not have gotten back through. Didn't want him to get a run at lap number 2 clean up front. So we just had to stand our ground and just shove it up his inside in the end. I was very late on the brakes. Lift him up at the final corner, but that's what we've got to do. 34.8, 35.9 from us. So Baldassarri going about a 10th quicker over the course of that lap. And I expect him to ramp up the pace. And I'm not sure if I've got the front tyre to be able to push at this pace for the rest of the race. I mean, look at the bike then. It was just unsettled through the left-handers. So, oh, Baldassarri closing up on us. I've probably got enough fuel left. So I'm going to run Power Mode 1 for this lap, and then the final lap we can go 2. I think Marini's just made it up the inside of Baldassarri. Yes, he has. This is very sketchy. Come on. Power down the hill. We've got this lap and the next lap to go. On the gas. Seeing all bar inside. I get a bit cautious into turn 11. Still Marini behind us. We're still holding on to the lead here. We only lost it on the first lap when Baldassarri got through, because we didn't have a very good sector 1. One more lap to go. We've got absolutely loads of fuel. Do I dare run fuel mode 2? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to risk it just to try and keep ahead. Oh, Fernandez is a second quicker than us, but I don't know where Fernandez is really. I really don't trust the fuel at this track based on last season. I'm sure you guys can understand that. Into turn 4. Still about half a second clear. Marini and Baldassarri going for it. Baldassarri knows he's got to get a move on if he wants to do it. He's still stuck behind Marini. Marini's doing us a massive favour here. Maybe he's not gone for the overtake. Maybe he's supporting us and trying to keep Baldassarri at bay. That'd be crazy if he was. But anyway, I've got to get a move on. I mean, Fernandez was going quickly on the Mark VDS behind. We're still a second clear. The front tyre's starting to get a little bit worn. But, I mean, we're on the last lap, so we've not got far to go. Palmo 2. Come on, we're not going to have heartbreak today here at Valencia. We're now 8 tenths off. From Marini. One more corner to navigate and we could become Moto2 World Champion. Look at the gap that we've pulled now into the final corner. No mistakes. Lifted off the brakes pretty early there, and we're going to pull across the line to win out at Valencia. Just about. Ooh, it's scary on lap number 1, but that's it. We should be Moto2 World Champion. Come on. Let's get it confirmed before we celebrate. Get in. Look at that. Thomas Luthi in the end finishes 3rd. He got mugged by me and Baldassarri. So what a result. We jump up to 3rd for Go Pro. So that is good as well. And there we go. Moto2 champion. Let's see what sort of celebrations are in this game if you win the championship. I haven't seen any so far. Other than the actual race winning and podium celebration. So let's see if there's anything special for winning the championship. I'm not going to skip anything. I don't want to miss anything. So that was the celebration, a nice little end to the season. Then that was the end of season 2, where we did actually manage to become a Moto2 champion. So let's just do the admin stuff at the end of the season. We gained 7,000 more credits. Summary of our season then and our career. So we got 11 wins, 25 podiums, 26 pole positions, and look at the step up in performance come the end of the season. The first half of the season was all about developing this bike for GoPro, which we did, and then straight off of the back of a few bad results at Finland and Brno, we then managed to start picking up our form. We had some major upgrades come through for the second half of the season, and they've paid off, and we've won, picked it up 7 wins at the end, so it was a right late charge from us there. Gaining more credits and more credits. Look at that, nice. Keep gaining the credits. And in the end, we're on 219,000 credits. So I don't even want to look at this now because we've already signed our contract for next season. Maybe that was a mistake. 2 proposals through. Our contract search has hit the roof. We've got a high chance of proposal from a lot, but still nothing from the factories. If we take a look, Red Bull and LCR, and then it's all the other teams, but we've received something. Oh, Castrol Honda want to sign us for a season. Damn, we've already signed for next season. We've already signed. What happens if we accept this? It probably wouldn't count. I don't know. Let's advance on a few more weeks, shall we? We've had something else through here. Oh no, it's the Avintia one about to expire. LCR Honda. What happens if you click negotiate? Right. I'm going to skip on another week. Right. What's gone on here then? Proposals received 2. Okay, it's these guys. So I'm going to click accept on this Castrol Honda thing. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't really want to go to there. I mean, it would be good, but it's, yeah, I just fancy going to Aprilia. But I do wonder what will happen with that. Because we signed this termination clause. We can't even afford the termination clause. So it looks like we'll probably be stuck at Aprilia, but that's fine by me. I'm happy with my decision. Yeah, we've lost even more money now. So let's head on to the next season, and you can see we will be doing Season 3 in the MotoGP class with the Aprilia outfit. I do love this bike. I've been really keen to get on this bike, so I'm super happy with our choice of Aprilia. We've got 2 seasons with them where we can try and develop this. Whether I'll stay for 2 seasons is a different story, but we've got a lot of work and R&D to do to this bike over the course of the first half of the season. So do make sure you stay tuned. I really do hope you have enjoyed the Moto2 season. We're Moto2 champion. Hopefully we can carry that momentum into Season 3 for the MotoGP class. So do stay tuned for the next episode. And if you are new around here, smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more MotoGP 20 and F1 gaming content. So I'll see you guys in the next one.